What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of the 312 podcast. I am Ashley Diana, your host. If you just got here, catch up. After you watch this episode, after you watch this episode, make sure you go back, rewatch the other ones, comment, like, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you've been here since day one, I love you. Thank you. Welcome back. I've gotten a lot of questions and requests and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and acknowledge the little elephant in the room. As you guys have seen in the last couple of episodes, Ryan is not here, unfortunately. And quite frankly, I want her to kind of be able to, give her opinion on the situation. But just to be very short, you just got to realize when certain things aren't for you. And as you guys know, I've been, this is the podcast I've been trying to do for the last couple of years. And I think she kind of was okay with it, me being her best friend. We have the good conversations that we have, and she was cool with it. But the behind the scenes of doing a podcast, you guys, takes a lot. It's a lot of work. And it's essentially a passion project because nobody gets paid to do podcasts right away, right? So you really have to enjoy what you like, or enjoy what you like, but enjoy what you're doing in order for it to make sense. So again, I would, want her to come and, give her spiel on it. Hopefully that will happen at some point. But for now, it'll just be me. And I know you guys love me, so that won't be anything hard to do. And we'll continue to have these wholesome conversations with other friends, other guests. And yeah. And also, I feel like I don't talk to you guys a lot. So I want to start this episode with some wholesome words to give to you guys. I feel like I come on here, I just go right into the conversation and we don't get to talk too much. So come on, sit down next to me. Let's have a little chit chat. A big takeaway for me and something that I've been learning these last couple of weeks is that your dreams are for you to see and nobody else. And that's something that, like I said, it took a while for me to understand that. And I'm real big on like sharing my ideas and passions with everybody. And there's this quote that I came across that says, if you want to ruin a big dream, show it to somebody with a small mind. And there's 100% truth in that, right? What you want to do, your passion, your dreams, just do it. Like, it doesn't matter if people believe in you. It doesn't matter if people think it's, stupid or not big enough, too little, whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that you're contemplating that you want to do, go and do it. Because at the end of the day, you're going to miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. So shoot your shot, boo. I mean, what do you have to lose? Shoot your shot, get it done, chase your dreams, do what it is that you want to do that's going to fill your cup, because you can't, pour from an empty cup. We know that. So that's my wholesome word for today, and let's get into this episode. What's up, you guys? Welcome to the 312 podcast. I am your host, Ashley Diana, a girl from Chicago creating spaces for millennials to have wholesome conversations that are real, they're raw, and they're relatable. We laugh a lot, we cuss a little bit, and we promise you're going to learn something about yourself when it's all said and done. Don't be shy. This is a safe space. So, what's the 312? All right, you guys. So today we have an amazing episode and a special guest here that I am super excited to present to you guys, to introduce to you guys. I'm sure you already know him. Funny as hell. He is a national iHeart radio personality, stand-up comedian from here in Chicago. You hear him every day on the radio with Kendra G and Kyle. Funny as hell. Welcome to the 312 podcast. Zach Boog, everybody.
What's happening?
You
so
good?
Happy to be here.
Okay,
Thank you.
That's probably hands down the best response I've gotten to
Ever.
an introduction.
That's what's up.
Since the start of this episode.
For sure. I want to give you your flowers. I've seen you on the podcast and doing your thing. So I'm happy to be here.
I'm happy you are here. So look, let's go ahead and we do two things in the beginning. Mm-hmm. We take a little introductory shot just because, spice it up a little bit.
Y'all alcoholics? Okay.
Not, but recovered. So, Cheers. We got two different ones. He don't drink light.
Can y'all not look at my face when I take this?
Look at his face.
This is Remy.
That's vodka with no chaser. That was kind of stupid, Ashley. So,
good.
Good. You good? Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
And so the other thing that we do, I guess three things. So we take our shot, we introduce our drink, right? Today, It's Sunday. We're going to stick to a mimosa.
Okay.
As we were talking before. I ain't doing too much drinking all throughout the day. So we're going to be very, light through the beginning. But I put a little span to it. So if you want to show the camera, we're fancy today. Cheers.
You see the pinky?
You see the pinky? Well, my friends say, when in doubt, pinky's out.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our mimosa.
It's good.
A little bit of a turbo and maybe a little bit of alcohol in the bottom of that. But just drink it.
Thank you.
So, and then the third thing we do in the beginning is our what's the 312. So that's my check-in. How are you mentally, physically, emotionally, however you want to do it. So what's the 312? How are you, Zach?
Emotionally, I'm midway. I'm about like 6 or 7, right currently. But overall, I'm blessed. I'm healthy. I feel great.
Good.
Today's a good day. I'm full of energy.
The sun is out,
and
y'all.
light. The sun is out.
Is it still out? I've been in here.
Yeah, no, it is.
Okay.
The sun is out. It's a beautiful day.
Good.
And yeah, I'm happy to be here. So I'm good.
How can we get you a little better emotionally?
Well, that's the thing is you need to go down to child support and make sure you get them payment. That's how you get me that emotionally. Okay.
Okay, understood.
So now
you doing the right thing now.
Of course.
You doing the right thing.
Of course.
Yeah, and
course.
they will fuck you up and fuck you over. Unfortunately,
Wee.
They will, and I hate that, especially when you. And that was gonna be one of my questions you actually answered. So you are a father.
Yeah. I'll re-answer it though. But
okay.
yeah, we can get to that. Yeah.
I'm sure you are doing what you are supposed to be doing.
Absolutely.
So, child support. Cause y'all get it together for my boy because we don't need this fucking up our mental.
No, we fine. It's just money.
Okay, cool. So look, I was listening to. Of course, I listen to WGCI all the fucking time, and you guys had my girl on there this week, Golden
Brooks.
Love her so. Love her so much. And so for those of you who don't know, that's Maya from Girlfriends, right?
Yes.
And I don't know if you had, checked out our last episodes, but one of the first episodes we talked about briefly, Girlfriends. Did you watch Girlfriends?
I did watch Girlfriends.
Did you like it? Like, know it?
I was a little young.
Okay.
So it wasn't like in it, but now it's older and I go back and look at episodes.
Okay.
I can connect with it better.
So I'm going to throw this out there,
Okay,
right?
go ahead.
I'm going to be a little, we're going to be a little gossipy a little bit. But me and my friend were debating whether or not Girlfriends showed a little bit of toxicness in friendships. Would you agree or disagree?
I agree, but I believe it was authentic.
Yes, and I do agree to that.
Because a lot of relationships have toxicness or have pieces in it.
Yes.
But what I liked about the show is that they remained friends through it all.
Friends.
You know what I'm saying? Even through difficulties. And that's what shows need to start showing, especially with black shows. You know what I'm saying? We need to show each other disagreeing without killing each other, without it being over and never talking to them again.
Yep.
That's more toxic than a disagreement. A disagreement will happen.
Yeah.
But the response is what's important.
You know what? Okay. Yeah. So you took that a little,
I had to take it there.
But I love that. So let me drink. Because that was something that we had talked about, right? And it's like I kept watching it and I'm like, that's kind of manipulative. Like, wait, that's bogus. Thinking of stuff like that. But like you said, I like that they're like works in progress. And I like that they showed that because, again, like you said, no friendship is perfect. No relationship is perfect. So I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
I'm like, let me see.
And she is fine, too.
She is beautiful.
She like 52.
And
look like
25.
The show. And that's the thing about sitcoms, especially like black actors and actresses. Yeah, you know how they did The Best Man. I hate to take it off subject.
Yeah,
but you remember The Best Man?
Yeah.
The Best Man was filmed 15 years ago. Then they did Best Man Holiday.
And it
looks 18 years, they did a whole reboot with the same characters, and they look just the same.
And they look just the fucking same. Black does not crack.
You can't do that with no all-white cast.
If you ain't know, black don't crack.
You can't do Friends 20 years later and thinking they're going to look like Friends. Nah, you ain't going to know who
that.
Who
they gonna look like associates.
Right.
They ain't friends no more. Acquaintances.
Yeah.
So, okay, cool. But yeah, so let's go ahead and move into our icebreaker. I always like to do something fun in the beginning to kind of get us situated for our episode. So we're all from Chicago. What part of Chicago are you from?
I'm from Gary.
Okay.
I'm from Gary, Indiana. Yep.
Oh, so we really want to see how Chicago you are. Oh, I love this.
Yeah, so
I'm
from Gary.
You said I'm from Gary. Okay, cool. We still about to do it. So I got a series of questions, right? You either going to fill in some blanks. You going to, damn, I'm supposed to write this down for you. I might have to show you this.
I'm not going to know.
I feel like you've been around Chicago enough.
Okay, let's
we
figure it out.
see.
Let's see.
So today we are gonna find out how Chicago-ish is Zach Boog.
We'll see.
We gonna see. Okay. All right. First question. Your friend opened a pack of now laters or some chips or anything. What's the word you're gonna use to say you want some?
Let me get some.
Nope, ain't wrong. We call dibs, bro. Dibs. I need dibs. Give me dibs.
That's
I need
old.
That. I need in on that.
Dibs is y'all use that?
I still use it.
Dibs?
Do you still use it? Oh, he said cobs.
Cobs.
You still wrong.
Okay.
You still wrong.
Okay, I'm 0 for what? Like I never was like dibs. I'd be like,
it's okay. Second one.
I'm 0 for 1.
0 for 1 is cool. I got a couple of them, and I believe in you. You're going to redeem yourself.
Okay, I'm coming back strong.
Because after this is a shot.
Oh, okay. I'm with that. That's fun.
So name 2 things that somebody from Chicago would consider bussing.
Oh, that's easy.
Because you, exactly.
Like, some bussing would be like, that party was bussing.
That's one.
And that Harold's was bussing.
Some food. Okay,
yeah,
see, you kind of Chicago. We get it.
Yeah, I can do bussing.
So this is a real one right here. This is for the real niggas only.
Okay.
Okay. You at a party or wherever you at a function, they got an unopened bottle of some Remy.
Mm-hmm.
They hand it to you. They ain't open it yet. What's the first thing you gonna do?
You gotta bless the bottle.
You gotta bless. Hallelujah.
Yeah, you got to.
You gotta bless the bottle.
In Jesus' name, amen.
So how you bless the bottle? What's your?
I mean, it depends on what the bottle is. You know, if it's a nice bottle, I hit it with the dude. If it's some bullshit, I'm like, you get the back tap. I back tap cheap bottles. I don't like. Yeah.
Okay,
like,
fair enough.
Fair enough. It's almost like I don't want that.
Yeah, you like, all right, I guess that's what we do.
But a good bottle, pow.
You got it. On the top, you got it.
Yeah, you know.
So I feel like you media and you gotta, know your songs and everything like that. So we're gonna ask this one Chicago question.
Okay.
And I asked him this and he couldn't get it, so I'm really interested to see if you're gonna answer it correctly.
I'm gonna get it wrong too.
So what does Katie got bands wear when she pop out?
Where?
What does she wear?
She only rock designer.
My boy.
When she pop out.
You sure you from Gary?
Yeah, but I know Katie. I know Katie.
You say I know Katie.
Katie got bands. What up? I was trying to get you on my night show after the thing happened with you, and she got into it with somebody.
I feel like she's gotten into it with a few somebody.
I forgot what it was, but I hope you see this. I was trying to get you on the show, so just let me know. I wanted you to be able to speak your side and speak your piece. I know what it was. It was after Big Jam. She missed her set. And then she was talking about it on the internet. I was like, well, come up to the show and let's
talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Get it off your chest. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna still give you our platform. But she was late.
She said she was late. Now
that's
business
just the truth.
is business, Katie.
And when you doing them arena shows and you doing the United Center,
you gotta be on time.
You have to. It's no going back. It's not like, okay, here's what I think happened, and this is why I wanted her to be able to come on the show.
Yeah.
So I could say this to her. I'm gonna talk to her as if you were Katie.
Okay.
I'd be like, look, hey Katie, did you show up late on purpose because you didn't like your position in the show?
That's different.
Because I heard you didn't like your position in the show. Like you were kind of an opener, and you felt like some of those other artists, they should have been opening up for you because it was in Chicago. Okay. Which I understand, but
these were like non-Chicago folks.
Well, they were big. So here's the thing. This is just by preference, but you've got big artists that you've flew in, like Glorilla and different people like that. Glorilla's a new artist, but at the same time, Katie probably like, and I'm trying to think from her side, she probably like, well, I got more hits than Glorilla do in Chicago right now, and this is Chicago, so I can see her probably feeling like she should have been
number one on that.
But when you're talking business, we done paid Glorilla more than we paid.
We done paid her
Katie.
a lot of money, baby.
So she gotta come. You know what I'm saying? It's just politics of it. But I would love to hear. I thought that this is just my thought. I thought she showed up late on purpose to.
You think so?
To get a later slot, like you missed your slot, so we'll put you here. It don't work like that though. That's what I think. But I don't know. That's why you gotta come and clear your name so we can have that conversation. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? And now it's been time. I understand she was upset when it first happened. But now I think you've probably cooled down. Now that was in December.
I'm like we months out.
Months out. Come out. Come. We can have this conversation. Then maybe you come out for Summer Jam and do your thing. Like
he's trying to hook you up.
For real.
Come talk to the brother.
For real.
All right. So I got a last one. I don't know if these are called acronyms or whatever, but these are Chicago, like, saying, slang, whatever the case may be.
Let me hear.
It's an acronym, so I'll give you nothing but letters.
Okay, give it to them.
FIYTB. And I'm going to let you see it because maybe it's a little easier if you can guess what that means in Chicago.
Oh, fuck you talk. Fuck. Nah.
Yeah, I mean.
Fuck is you talking about?
There you go.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, fuck is you talking
you
about?
not from Gary, bro.
Yeah,
Next
that's
one, what we got? GYGAOH. You got 30 seconds on the clock.
I don't know. See,
Goofy is in there.
Yeah, get your goofy ass out of here.
Oh. Okay, so he might be a little Chicago.
I know a little
I was
something.
confident in you.
I be outside, though.
That's what I was going to say. I'm like, I was confident
That's
in
really
you.
what it is.
So
I
let's
be
go
outside.
ahead and take a drink together.
Come on now.
I'm going to say you
I did
won
good.
that.
I only missed one.
Yeah.
And the first question was, it was hard. What was the first question? She gave me a hard-ass question. Don't nobody say that. I don't think nobody say dibs. I ain't never heard nobody say that.
Wow. Whose side are you on, bro? My boyfriend in the back like, nah,
he like, hell no.
So, you are on the air. WGCI.
Yes.
How long have you been there?
I've been with WGCI since November of 2017.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What were you doing before then?
Radio in
you were
Nashville.
Doing radio?
So,
in Nashville?
Yeah. So my story is I grew up in Gary, right?
Mm-hmm.
After I went to Gary, I went to Tennessee State. That's where I went to college, Tennessee State.
Okay. How was that?
Oh, HBCU. It was
bro.
amazing.
That's one thing I will say that I'm like upset that I didn't do. Like I went to Carbondale, whatever. And it was lit for that first year. I had to come back home.
Yeah.
But I'm like mad I didn't like go,
Keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah, TSU was the best. You know what I'm saying? For one, I just tell all black people to at least visit a HBCU before you make your college decision. Just at least visit. I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it is for us because, you know, you don't get a lot of support when you're in college. And you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you go to these PWIs and they don't give you the support and they don't care, you know, whether you make it or not. And at TSU you do because you got black teachers, you got, you know, everybody's black and everybody's trying to get it. And they have an understanding of where you come from.
Yeah,
you know
and then kind of where you are within like societal terms and things like that.
And where you are.
So.
And it's the first time that in your life that you'll ever be the majority.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. It's the only time.
That is very true.
So within those 4 or 5 years that you're there, you actually feel like your voice means something.
Yeah, that's what's up.
So I was there. I went to TSU. Then I started interning with radio when I was 19.
Okay.
So I got hired when I was 20. So I've been with, I'm 34. I've been with iHeart Radio for 15 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
They give me 4 weeks vacation like I'm a big dog and I'm
a 4
young.
weeks vacation. She said I'm young.
Yeah, because I've been with the company so long.
Yeah.
So I started my radio career in Nashville. So by the time I got to Chicago in 17, I was already polished. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like I got all my growing pains out.
Yeah.
In Nashville.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? So you know, that's kind of why I sounded so like together immediately because I had already been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah. And that actually goes into what we were, you know, going to be talking about, which is the art of speaking, right?
Yes.
And you know, you're on the air, it requires you to talk a lot. And in my opinion, you have to be good at it. You have to be, you know, a person that is able to uphold a conversation and be like interesting, relatable.
Yeah.
So is this something that you've always been good at, or did you have to be taught how to, you know, speak or how, you know, because some people can't speak.
Man, the thing that's crazy is I've always had a nick for speaking. I've never been shy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I've never had to go through the shy thing. I might like doubt myself, but I've never been shy. Okay. My dad used to have me in oratorical contests in church.
Really?
And stuff. Like, I'm a preacher's kid. So my dad used to have me in like oratorical contests in church, and I used to have to, he would write me these. My dad would write my speeches, but he would write them like a pastor, and it'd be like all these big words. And the way he made me practice, he would like, I'd have to stand up and like, he would like, remember it. He would try to make me remember it, but he would let me have the notes behind it. So like I could give you, if I saw the beginning of it, I could finish the rest. You know what I'm saying? And look down, just glance.
And be able to.
And to be honest, that helped me in my radio career.
Yeah, that's what's up. Because I feel like would you say it's a requirement to be able to, you know, be affluent and be able to effectively listen and speak?
You just need to have an opinion on stuff. You need to be able to talk and be able to get that opinion out where people can understand. Okay. That's the most important thing.
Most important than anything. Yep. So if there's somebody that's watching, they're interested in getting into the, you know, media industry, or say they're in it and they want to perfect their communication. What would be like your little gem or a bit of advice that you would give to them?
I mean, my gem is just start with what you have. Do stuff like you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You see how you got your stuff set up and you ready and you're taking the first step in you taking the steps in your career.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what you have to do. That's what people look at.
Yep.
You know,
Absolutely.
Nobody's just gonna throw you on air. What are you doing currently with the resources that you have?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Agree.
I started my career with YouTube videos.
Did you?
I was one of the first people on YouTube. I'm so mad.
Come on, Soulja Boy.
I only got one regret. For real, Soulja Boy's in one of my videos. I've got one.
Real?
I swear.
Oh, we gotta look that up, y'all.
You can look it up. You can look it up. Zach Boog blogs, Soulja Boy. What was that? Racks on Racks on Racks remix. Look that up.
Really?
Yeah. And I was doing a parody, being funny. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's my only regret in life I have is that I stopped doing my YouTube videos. And I was one of the first people on. I'd be a millionaire by now.
Cause look at again.
Every time I think about it,
look at those people who were, heavy hitters, or not even heavy hitters, but started back then and like where they are now.
I've probably been retired by now.
Child, making millions of dollars.
Making millions. I've just been sitting back.
Cause let's
sipping mimosas.
Talk about YouTube, y'all. Do you know the most watched video on YouTube to this day?
Is what?
What would you guess? You probably not even gonna get. I mean, you're a parent.
It's something stupid though. I think
you're a parent.
I'm a parent.
That's the guess.
It's a baby.
What the fuck?
Everybody loves babies.
It's not a baby, but it's like it deals with children. It's a song.
Baby Shark.
Baby fucking shark, bro.
I can see that though.
Pink Fong got us Americans in a choke because they are running.
My son did about 11,000 of the views.
Oh my God. How old is your son?
He's 2.
He's 2. Oh, little man. Yeah. But yeah, so speaking about that, right? Having conversations and like you spoke about your dad making you have, or putting you in positions to be able to speak.
Yeah.
And I think that within our Black community, most times, parents back then didn't really allow us the spaces to speak, to ask questions, to have conversations. How was that for you at home?
I would say, really, my dad was really one of those guys that always let me speak my mind.
Good.
I only got a whooping twice.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was punished. So the way he punished me was kind of like he would sit me down and talk.
Okay.
I mean, these would be the longest conversations. I wish I would have just got a whooping. You know how many times I've just begged for the whooping so it can be over.
That's how my dad was sometimes.
Just whoop me so I can go. Please. But you going to sit here and talk to me for 3 hours and I got to sit here and be attentive. That was worse.
Yeah.
That was way more I would have cried, been done, and been playing the game by now. You know what I'm saying? But that's one thing he did. And he always used to be like, no, talk. What you got to say? And then I would have to like respond. You know what I'm saying? Emotional or whatever. I would have to respond.
Oh, but I mean, that's good though.
Yeah.
That is good.
In the long term, I realized how it was good for me. But while it was happening, I didn't understand it.
He's
but
like, just whoop me. I'm
or he'll be like, no, say what you got to say. Let him talk. Like my mama would get mad. He'd be like, no, say what you got to say. And he would let me have a voice. Yeah.
And me, it was kind of the opposite in a sense. I come from a Caribbean background. My mom's Jamaican. He's damn, what you got to say?
I just know, from what I heard, you can tell me if I'm right or wrong, but I heard Jamaicans don't play.
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah.
And she was very, very assertive, very aggressive. But what I will say with my mom and with my parents, so my mom's Jamaican, my dad's African-American, but we had conversations at like dinner time and stuff like that. Like we spoke as a family, but there was a lot of like, because I said so, and things like that. I wasn't. Not even that I wasn't allowed. I don't think I really tried too much to have those conversations and to ask questions because shit, I was scared.
You scared of Jamaican family. Damn.
I was scared. It was, she look at me, give me that look and say what she said, and that's kind of what it was.
I know that's right.
But also we traveled a lot. I had a passport. I don't remember. I don't know, 9, 10 or something like that. Yeah, because I mean, we had family in Jamaica, so it's like we were always going.
Yeah, that's lit.
I got stamps on my passport, y'all.
That's right.
But we traveled a lot. I was always in some type of sports. I did debate club here and there, but I was always put in a position outside of my home where I would have to have conversations or
was you on the spelling
meet
team?
Other coaches. I was not. I cannot spell to save my life. Not gonna lie to you.
And they had me.
My
daddy had me on the spelling team.
You was on the spelling team?
Man, I couldn't spell.
What was the hardest word you had to spell?
Man, I don't know, but he sure had me at the spelling team. I did that shit 1 year.
You said it, and that was it.
I was so mad.
But yeah, they put me in spaces where I was able to. So even though it wasn't like within my household, I learned kind of how to speak and how to be okay with my big personality outside, especially when it came to sports. Did you play sports?
I did.
You did. What did you play?
Track.
You ran track.
I ran track, and I was
I did too.
Track, cross country, and I was in the band. I played an instrument.
What was your instrument?
Alto saxophone.
Come on now.
Yep.
So if I need a saxophonist at my next event,
I can play.
You good? You
yeah,
good?
I'm actually buying a new sax so I can start playing. I want to start incorporating it in my comedy shows. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep, I can play.
Okay. So those types of things it allows for you to, because I'm like, you have a really big personality, so I always wanted to ask that question, like, were you always like that, or was that something that you learned?
Always.
And I think it is inherited.
Yeah.
In a bit.
I've always been like this.
All right, so we're gonna take a little shots.
All right, we ready?
We are ready.
We right back at it.
We're
Cheers.
Right back at it. Cheers. And see, the thing with vodka is that.
Toe up.
That's how I feel about Remy, though.
No, that's gonna be all right. That's gonna you ain't gonna have no hangover.
So, okay. This generation, and I hate saying shit like this because I'm not old, y'all. I swear
How old
I'm
are
not old. I'm not telling you. No, I'm just playing. I'll be 30 in October.
No, you're a child.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a child.
Baby. 30 is a baby.
But I feel like this, not our generation. You're considered a millennial still,
Yeah, I'm
right?
a millennial.
Okay, cool.
I'm 34.
This generation, this society, I feel like we've lost the art of communication, right? Or I don't know, would you agree?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I feel that, so here's the thing. Is it something that we are able to change, or is it like, y'all just gonna have to assimilate and adapt? This is just how we communicate now.
Well, I don't know if we've lost the art of communication. We've lost the art of communication of old. You know what I'm saying?
Of who?
Of old.
Explain.
So of old is what I mean, like the way we used to communicate.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like when I grew up, you know what I'm saying, and I liked a girl, I would have to walk up to her, talk to her. I'd have to get her number, turn your...
You have to write notes.
Right,
do you like me, yes or no?
Yeah, I had to write on her back. She'd give me a number.
Oh, write on her back.
And I write on her back. And then I had to sit there and go call her house phone.
Yeah.
Her mama might answer. It was you was nervous. It was a lot of more communication. I used to go outside and play.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I think, but communication hasn't changed. People are still communicating with each other.
Absolutely.
It just looks different.
It does.
We're just not doing it in person.
It does. And I think that takes away from the art of communication, because it's like, I mean, in a sense, and playing the devil's advocate, right? For you and I am outside of this, what I'm doing here and being a content creator. My 9 to 5 is marketing. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm a social media director for 7 different brands right now. I work a lot, y'all. I'm sad.
That's dope.
But it requires me to invest in social media heavily. Mm-hmm. Like, I need to know the updates. I need to know trends. Yeah. I need to communicate with people. Mm-hmm. But I also think that me as a millennial, I'm still in that mindset where I know how to communicate. I can cut the phone off. I have a business phone. That shit sits in the front when I am not working. I don't want to look at it.
Right.
So I feel that, in a sense, I don't want social media to go away at all.
Right.
Because this is money for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, I feel like there needs to be some type of moderation with it.
I just
That.
I feel like that's up to the person to do. You know what I'm saying? You have to
true.
be able to put the phone down. The phone is just a tool. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, let me give it a different example. Money, right? So let's say you got a ton of money, or you've got access to billions and billions of dollars, right? You might not spend the same way. And you start spending, people will be like, man, you spending too much. You doing too much. You do it. But it's all relative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's just like social media usage. Yeah. Some people really, live their life on there. That's on them. Some people, like, when I go to concerts, I hate to pull out my phone and take videos.
Really?
Because first of all, you're never going to go back and look at them. And the second thing is you might as well just enjoy. I want to enjoy the moment without doing this. I want to just have fun.
That's true.
But you should have the choice.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I have the choice. I have the power to put it
but
guess what? I don't want to leave my phone in the car, because when it's bored, I want to scroll on Instagram and see what's going on.
That's
you
true.
See what
having the option and having it there.
People just need more discipline.
They need more discipline. Absolutely. And I think that quite honestly, I feel like it starts with everything. It starts at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Us as parents, like even with.
You got kids?
I do.
Okay.
I have a 4-year-old. My boyfriend has an 11-year-old. So my bonus baby. We all live together. So we have him on a timer with his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And even with my daughter, like certain days, it depends on what we're doing. I'm like, we're not doing the iPad, we're not doing the tablet, we're not doing phone, we're doing crafts today. You know, you have to be able to still allow kids to be kids. And even thinking about like when we were kids on a Saturday, we're getting up, having breakfast, Saturday cartoons, and we outside from 10 o'clock to whenever we're
I never went back in.
I never wanted to come back in the house.
I'm trying to figure out what I was eating.
I was eating, and
chips from the gas station.
With Flamin' Hot.
That's it. We did not go back inside.
I was eating Star Crunch and honey buns.
I used to be outside in the summer all
day. Kids they be so late. Like we'll bring his son outside sometimes, and he gets tired from walking. Like my feet hurt. I'm like, bro, no way. We used to walk, and I grew up. It's a cul-de-sac, or I don't even know what you call it.
Where it's like a circle?
Yeah, in Jeffrey Manor. So like we just went in circles and mazes, but we walked from this cul-de-sac to 95th and Jeffrey, where that McDonald's is. My cul-de-sac is here, 95th and Jeffrey is there. We walked back and forth all day, every day. We walked, like we got exercise, we were outside, and I want that for our kids as well, because I think that builds skills, like you're able to.
But at the same time, I don't think you should try to make your life look like your child's life.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Their life different. They got the phone. They got the iPad.
True.
They're gonna look. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to force your old school way you grew up on them, and then they end up behind because they not on the shit. Everybody else is on this.
You're right.
And then the next thing is on like. They're following the trends of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they have to find their way within what's going on, just like we do.
This is true.
You know, my mama used to play jacks. I never played jacks.
Come on.
I don't know what the hell jacks is.
That is.
She's like, yeah, I used to play jacks.
He's like, okay,
what is that?
But you are right. So in a sense, you do want. So again, it comes back to the idea of moderation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I think the way you get your children into stuff is putting them in like team sports and different things where they have to put their phone down and like they gotta play sports, they gotta do that, and they have to interact with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yep, you are absolutely
right. Or like it'd be family members' birthdays. You'd be like, hey, call your auntie and tell them wish her a happy birthday.
And it's like
you make them do it, but the reason you make them do it is because I want my son to pick up the phone and call somebody and not just text.
Text it, yeah.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
You see what I'm
saying?
saying?
And even FaceTime, that's cool too. That's just a new way.
I'm gonna start making you.
Have those.
As soon as he's old enough to start, like, he is in trouble.
Yeah. That's your only child?
That's the only one. It's the only one I plan on having.
You said that's it.
That's
you don't want no more kids?
No. Done. I'm gonna have one son. And I'm going to put all my energy into making him great.
Oh, good.
And then after that, that's my legacy. And if he fuck it up, hey, well, it is what it is. I tried, nigga.
You tried. And that's
I
all
tried
you can do.
shit.
What
else can I
do as a parent.
That's all you can do is your best.
Yeah, that's it. And it's like I told you, I taught you, I showed you.
I showed you. And now if you decide to mess it up, hey, that's on you. You ain't got to work. I got you.
Yeah.
You got money set up. You got this. When he was born, I opened up his accounts and different things. He's gonna be great.
Yeah.
And I just want to be able to focus on one. Like maybe if I can make one black man great. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's my goal.
That's good.
But shoot, after that,
that's on you, brother. So do you want and this is off subject a little bit,
but
the fact that you said that and you have him set up and you he's good. Do you think that that's gonna spoil him?
Absolutely.
And you cool. You want him to be spoiled?
See, once he's old, I'm waiting on him to get older.
Okay.
Where he can pick up the phone, call me. He's 2 now, so he's still just in
absolutely.
baby mode. But I'm waiting for him to be able to talk to me, call me every day, and us to. Once we're able to do that, we're gonna be in a different. I'm gonna have him in a different mode. I'm gonna have him reading certain. Yeah, I'm gonna have him spoiled, but the others to get to the spoiled.
You gonna have to do some
man.
work.
What the fact that he's reading this. I'm gonna have him reading the biography of Malcolm X by the time he's 10. By the time he can read, he's gonna be reading that, and I'm not gonna play with him.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's like there's
and we'll go through it together. It's certain books that I know that if I would have got when I was 10, 11 years old that I've read now, man, I'd be so much further in life. You know what I'm saying?
If I would have read
just read, period.
Yeah, I'm learning that.
Like,
now,
I'm on his ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's going to hate me probably until about 18. You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
But he's going to take those skills and he'll look back and be able to be like, you know what, I'm glad my dad did that.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about, communication and having these conversations. And I think in the field that we are both in, it requires you to be good at another type of skill, which I absolutely do not like.
What's that?
Small talk. Having to have conversations that are like professional, whether you're sitting around at an event.
This is a great question. You good.
I hate small talk, bro. But
why?
Because it's unimportant most times. And I don't think most people know
What's
how
your
to
zodiac sign?
Guess it.
I don't know, but I just want to know.
I'm a Libra.
Okay, do Libras not like? Okay, go ahead. Finish your question.
we like to talk. That's the thing. I love to talk, but when it comes to small talk, I think that people you try to be fake real. We have conversations that are just, you take it too far. Like, bro, I'm in the line waiting to get my food. I don't need you to ask me about politics and religion right now. Like, that's just not the type of small talk. So, would you say you're good at small talk? Like,
I'm a master at small talk.
Yeah. What makes you a master?
I love small talk. See, most people don't like small talk.
And I don't.
But small talk is like, because it's being able to communicate with somebody pressure free. We're gonna talk about shit that we can't change.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
But we can still build a rapport in a relationship. Like I can feel the energy of somebody off small talk.
Okay.
Small talk is like prerequisite. Like, small talk is like dating before you get married. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to just know everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to know please don't tell me your deepest, darkest secrets.
And some people
But
do that.
if you tell me, if we sitting here talking about a route to work and it's interesting,
that's okay.
I like that person. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can work with that.
Yeah.
Small talk it's necessary, especially in our industry.
Yes. That's why I said it's something that we have to do.
What you need to master is being able to talk to people where they feel like they know a lot about you, but they don't know nothing. That's the key.
I guess I do a lot of small talk on social media though, like on my stories and shit like that. That's a very good.
And that's okay. That's a form of relationship. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Everybody shouldn't be privy to your deepest, darkest, everything. That should only be a very small circle, right?
Yeah.
And then outside of that, they get small talk. They get just regular. Yeah. We could talk about LeBron and all stuff that doesn't matter to my real life.
Yeah.
But why would I be talking about my real life to everybody?
No, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
That's just too much pressure. And like, no, I don't want to do that.
Some people get too real. Or it's like, and I think more so, and I guess because I've ran into a lot of conversations, especially like in corporate America when I was doing those conversations and small talks about goddamn, just how's the weather outside? And motherfucker, I'm in here with you. I don't know.
I love it.
You like that question?
I love it. I be in the elevator. I was on my live, and they was like, Zach, you funny, because I was on live, and somebody was like, hey, it's supposed to snow Sunday. I said, you gotta be.
Well, goddamn it.
I said, it's really snowing Sunday. I said, how much?
Goddamn.
I said, how much? They said, about 3 inches. I said, I can't believe it. I said, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. I ain't shoveled all Sunday. Right.
That's why.
So I enjoy that conversation. Then we get off the elevator, go our separate ways. I don't know his name, blah, 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 but I'd rather that than us sit there quiet.
I mean, that's
on the
true.
elevator. That's awkward
to
me.
Very awkward.
Like, let's talk about something.
Yeah,
like, it's
awkward.
something that we can relate on.
You're right.
I don't need to know what's going on in his life.
Yeah.
He don't need to know what's going on in mine.
We can even talk about the color of this elevator.
That's why we need to talk. Small talk is necessary.
Yeah. Okay, you make a good point. Okay. I might have a different disposition. Next time I'm presented with some small talk. So what was like your most awkward conversation?
Oh man. I've had plenty of awkward conversations. Ooh, that's tough.
That's why I'm like, what's up?
My parents recently got a divorce. Okay. And I think my most awkward conversation was talking to both of them about it. Now, mind you, these motherfuckers decided to get divorced in their 70s.
It's like, come on.
And I hope they know that their son is a comedian and we finna, if that's going on
you got jokes
stage,
for days.
What? The fact that y'all about to die and said, hey, I just can't do this no more.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You said
That's crazy. Y'all gave up each other on the end. This is it. This is the end. This how much you gotta really hate somebody. But you know what?
I'm done.
I'd rather
At
die 75, I'm done. Wow. So
this was like fun. Within the last couple of years.
Yeah, man. No, this was this year. It just happened this year.
Okay.
Just happened this year. You know what I'm saying?
I love this shit.
So I just be. But anybody in my life know that I'm gonna tell you the truth. That's one thing about me. I'm gonna always tell you how I really feel. Yeah. And like I said, I love them both to death. You know what I'm saying? They know that.
Absolutely.
But you know, they know I'm gonna talk mine. Always.
So what was that awkward?
I guess the awkward conversation was when they told me, and I was like, "What? Are you really? Why?
Like this don't make
What's
sense.
What's going on? Can you? Okay. All right.
This is it.
Whatever makes you happy, Mama.
This is it.
You know, but you just kind of talk to it. That, but it was a kind of like an awkward conversation. When my dad found out I smoke weed, that was awkward.
You say he's a pastor, right?
And he a pastor, but he smoked weed, so.
Sorry. So he's trying to get closer to God.
Absolutely. And I was 18 at this point.
I remember when my mama found out I smoked, or she got a little inkling, and she was just like.
It was the coolest shit in the world. So I came home from college one day. I was out with my friends the night before. We smoked in the car. Car was behind my mama's car. My mama was getting ready to go to work. My dad came in and said, "Hey, Zach, I don't want to wake you up. I know you're tired. Get some rest. I'm gonna move your car. Your mama gotta go to work." I said, "Here's the keys." He gets in the car. He smelled the weed. He comes in. Z, that's how my daddy talks. Z, man, you ain't tell me you smoke? And I don't lie to my father. I said, "Yes, sir." He was like, "Well, why you ain't say nothing?" He pulled a whole, swear to God, can't make this.
And
up.
It's like at that point you're like, "Is this a trap?"
Pulled a whole sack out and rolled up. Got in the chair next to me, rolled up and was like, "Now you can't be smoking don't smoke in the car, don't smoke when you drive. You need to smoke when you." He started giving me like just rules and just a protocol of how to do it.
That you should know.
That I should know, and that's the way I move now. I don't carry it with me. I won't smell like it. I don't. It's certain things that I won't do. You know what I'm saying? Because of that conversation. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. It was like he taught me how to do it responsibly.
Yeah, and that's what that's the type of parent that I desire to be, because I think and like we had the conversation earlier. There's a lot of because I said so. I'm the adult. You're the kid. You got to listen. But I'm learning as a parent that like you got to have these conversations.
Absolutely. And
the conversations that I didn't have with my parents, and I went outside and learned some shit. But luckily I had an older sister too, so she taught me a lot.
That's good.
You know, her and her friends, and I had big brothers that were her, close to her that were like my honorary big brothers and stuff like that. So I'm lucky to have that. My aunts were 7-8 years older than me, so we were close and stuff like that. But being a parent, I'm like, I want to, Then my sister girls, we were just together last night. One of my aunts was unfortunately killed back in 2019. So we had her memorial yesterday, and we just asked him, kikiing in the back, laughing, cracking jokes. We rolling up in front of grandma. I love my family.
Grandma gotta know. I smoke.
My grandma been through some shit with her kids, and she's just like, I'm just living life at this point. So. I want to be that for my kids, and I'm like, I want them to. There has to be a line, of respect and authority, but also I want you to feel comfortable enough to come to me and have conversations with me, because I didn't have that. And me and my mom are best friends now. Don't get me wrong; that's my travel buddy. We turn up, in our older age, but like growing up, there were certain things that, I think we could have did a little bit better.
Well, she got to show you the responsibility first.
Exactly.
Like, before I can smoke a blunt with you, I got to make sure that you can handle that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? True. So you probably weren't at the age where she could introduce you to those things first. Had to give you the foundation, and then later we could be friends.
Yeah, we besties now. That's my girl. I love you, mama.
Yeah.
So let's take a quick little intermission.
Okay.
We're talking some serious stuff. Let's get into some drinking.
Let's get into more drinking.
Since we're talking about moms, it's this game called Things That Black Mamas Say.
Oh, my God.
So,
Mama, I love you.
I'm going to pull it up. And I feel like I was going to do it like if you didn't guess it right, take a drink. But I feel like the conversation that we had, you're going to get all of these. So we're just going to take a shot just because.
Just because. Okay, at the end. Okay.
So it's a fill in the blank, okay? And I'm going to say this in my best black mama voice because I am a black mother. I'm not one of your blank blank.
I'm not one of what?
I'm not one of your blank
little friends.
Blank. I ain't one of
Ain't no way I'm one of your
I'm
little
not
friends.
one of your. Number 2, y'all. Do I look like blank the food?
Boo boo.
I love this game, y'all.
Like boo boo the fool.
A blank makes a soft behind.
A hard ass.
Yeah, hard head.
A hard head. My bad. A hard head makes
okay.
something behind. I messed that one up a little bit.
It's okay.
It's the
you
liquor.
You got the idea.
Yeah,
it's the liquor.
Yeah. I knew what that was. Yeah, hard head.
So we driving. We pass a couple restaurants. You ask for something. Your mama say, "You got blank money?"
McDonald's money?
You got McDonald's? No, mama, I don't have McDonald's
No, I don't have
money.
McDonald's money.
You do.
I got
That's
burgers.
Why I'm asking
we gonna
you.
eat it. I got food at home. I made that spaghetti yesterday.
I got an appetite and I'm hungry.
Mama, I don't like leftovers.
Let's see what's another one. Ooh, that's a good one. These for the old school mamas for real.
Come
for
on
real.
now.
Don't let your mouth
cash a check. Your ass can't cash.
Can't cash.
Come on now. You didn't even have to finish that one.
I didn't. I knew I just hadn't started. Ooh, this one. You piss your mama off. She say, I brought you in this world.
And I'll take you out.
I'll take you out.
Ooh-wee.
So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that.
Mama, you gonna go to jail if you take me out this world.
She don't give a damn.
She don't give a shit. You done pissed her
You
off
believe
so much.
her. Like,
and you do.
Even though you know your mama wouldn't kill you,
you
when
don't
she
know.
says that, you really think she might.
Like, she said that kind of confidently.
I think she might do it. You know what? Let me just go ahead and get in these. Wash these dishes.
Let me just go sit down somewhere, right?
Stop talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
this the last one. Y'all, and then we go take a celebratory shot.
Okay.
And get back to it. I hope you know that schoolwork. Like you know them
songs?
Them songs.
Oh, wait.
I hope you know that schoolwork.
You had to stop. You can't even sing songs in front of your mama no more.
What?
Because she gonna be like, you know all that. But you didn't know that math.
But you ain't know this test. And even like with his son, certain stuff, and I hit him on the phone, I'm just like,
man, my mama and dad,
I get it now.
they were good with my grades. Like, if I got, my rule in my house was I couldn't bring home a C. Mm-hmm. If I brought home a C, that was like a F in my parents' like eyes. I don't know why. So if I came home with A's and B's, they was cool.
C's was bad.
One C, I would get away with that. But if I had 2 C's on my report card,
you clowning.
My God.
You clowning.
Oh, you think it's a game? Oh,
C's don't
so
get
you
degrees,
just playing.
Baby.
So you in there playing.
So you
a C is average, so that's what you want to be.
Yep. So you want to be average.
Let me show you what average is. And they start telling you, oh, this is what's average. And this, man, what?
Man. C's get degrees, don't.
I'm like, I just got a C.
That's just it.
C. She thought
what was like a struggle subject for you?
For me, art. I don't have that side of the brain. No,
like
drawing side. So I'm creative.
Okay.
Like, I can think of a million things. I'm creative. I can come up with ideas. But like, if I had to draw something, for some reason, it doesn't.
It ain't in there.
I don't have it at all. And I got a C in art. And my dad was like, why you got to see it? I said, hey, I really can't do that. Was the only thing he was leaning on me on.
Oh, so you was good at the other subjects.
Yeah, I was good in math. I could do everything. I was
math
smart in
fucked
school.
Me up, y'all.
I graduated with 3.5.
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Math messed me up. And I feel
was like
number
number 8 in my class in high school.
You were who?
Like number 8 in my class. I was smart.
Come on then. Yeah, I don't feel like art should be like a subject that you get graded on. It should just be like a
I can't
participation.
do it. Like I don't have it.
Yeah.
I just can't see it. I don't know how to put it together.
You said that ain't it.
I really don't have that skill at all.
Me neither. It never was a serious subject. It was an elective.
You'll think a child drew. If I drew something, you'll think a 3rd grader did it. Oh, Lord.
I don't know how many shots we doing.
I don't know how many shots we've done.
Welcome to the 312.
This 312. I need a nap. Oh. That was good.
It's the deepness in it.
Oh, that was good.
Was it?
That shot put a little hair on my chest, and that was great. That was delicious. Ooh. Let's finish the podcast. How are you?
This ain't Zach no more. What's that? That's Jerome. Jerome in the house.
Yeah.
So, okay, we have these conversations or have been having this conversation around communication, being able to ask questions and ask them. I think the important key there is to be able to ask questions without fear, because I think that most people, in whatever setting you're in, you don't want to ask what they quote unquote call dumb questions, right? Like, I don't want to ask anything that sounds too stupid, but I think that it's extremely important in those instances, in those rooms, to ask any question that you have. And to feel confident and comfortable and kind of assert yourself in a way.
Yeah.
To be able to ask conversations, right? So the question that I always like to ask when it comes to assertiveness, we always hear this saying or this notion that, the angry black woman or strong black women. And although it requires you to be assertive as a leader, I think when it comes to women, that's kind of hard. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
So do you think that there is a room or an environment where a woman could effectively be assertive in a strong, not even just black, just women in general, just strong women?
Yeah, I enjoy taking direction from women.
Do you?
Yeah. When my team is all women.
Is it?
What I'm saying? I feel like women get the job done.
Hello. I'm sorry. Which camera does he need to look into?
That's just how I feel. Like completely. I feel like, especially black women, they gonna get the job done no matter what. So I'm not afraid of assertive women. Is like, I don't know when that became a thing that was like a turn off. I think it became a thing when it was a turn off when men started acting weak.
Hello.
You know what I'm saying? So they couldn't handle it, and they didn't like it. Now I'm not talking about abusive or like
that's
crazy.
That's
not what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
Toxic women. That's not what I'm referring to. I'm referring to women just really getting the job done, man. You got to think about it. These, managers, like the people that you want planning your day, you know what I'm saying? The people that you want working on your projects. Yeah. You want it to be women because they going to make sure it's done. Yeah. And if it ain't, they going to communicate.
Hello.
What's wrong exactly. You know what I'm saying? Men tend to kind of like, what I've noticed with men sometimes, men tend to be in competition with you a bit.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they want to be the big dog or like, you know what I'm saying? It's
not
just certain like, they'll start feeling themselves and then be like, oh, I can't really. Yeah. And women don't have that. When you're dealing with women, you can just, we can talk about this. This is what it is. Are we going to do this, and this? And they be like, yeah, I got this. And you be like, thank God. You know what I'm saying? So
already 3-4 steps ahead of you.
And I'm used to assertive, strong women. Like my mom was a nurse. You know what I'm saying?
My mom's a nurse.
For real?
She's an ER director now.
Yeah, registered nurse. And she did that for over 30, 40 years. She's, my mom's retired now. My sister is in pharmaceutical sales. Super dope mom.
How many siblings do you have?
I got 2. I got a sister and a brother.
Okay. Older, younger?
Older, much older.
You're baby.
I grew up only child.
Yeah.
So my sister's kind of like my mom. She's in her 50s.
Okay.
But she's a boss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just a true boss. The way she raised her children, the way she works, the way she. Yeah. So it's like when I see a black woman, like I ain't gonna lie to you, y'all. I'm sorry, but I put a lot of pressure on y'all. Like,
yeah. In what ways?
Just the way that what I expect.
Okay.
My
for
expectations.
You got to come with it.
I expect for you to work.
Yeah.
I expect for you to keep your appearance up, work. I expect you to be able to take care of a house and still be able to help me. Yeah. And that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, yes, it is.
But with that expectation also comes all the praise, all the glory, all the, like, I'm going to make sure that you feel supported within that.
And that's beautiful. That is a beautiful thing.
Because. I mean, you can't put all that on no man. Niggas be. You know how niggas nig.
He said, you know how niggas nig.
They just be doing this.
God damn.
Here we go. You know what I'm saying? But usually if you see successful men, they usually either have a woman staff, women around them, or they got a wife. Yeah. I guarantee it.
Always.
Successful men. Even like people talk about like, well, Diddy's successful. He ain't got no wife. Man, Diddy got nothing but women working.
I'm about
around
to say
him.
he ain't got
Are you
a
crazy?
Wife, but he has multiple women.
He ain't got a man doing nothing for him.
So
music,
where
all
is
women.
That? Like, and I always hear these conversations coming from men, but it's like, and this could just be shit that's like on social media. What the agenda that they're pushing forward. It just does not seem like men want women who are independent.
That's not true.
And
that's not true.
But
dudes
that's all
want
that you see.
Dudes, am I lying? Dudes
oh no, my
want
man
that.
wants that. We good. We
Yeah,
got an independent woman right
real
here.
Men, real men want independent women.
Exactly.
And I hate the
agree.
term independent woman. I just don't like that term because it makes it feel like
I mean, because you're
don't
not independent.
need a man.
You're not independent, right?
Yeah, but
I still need you.
if you want your vision to really go to the highest level, which most guys have a vision.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like alpha males, we have a vision and we know what we want, right? But a lot of times we don't know exactly all the way to get there.
Mm-hmm.
That's where women come in. They be like, hey, they know how to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can help you with your vision.
Exactly. I
You
can
know
point
what I'm
you in the
saying?
right direction. I can put you on the stuff that you didn't even know you needed.
You know, and the thing about women, I call them no offense, but I call them a broke ATM.
A broke ATM?
Because if you put in $5, they going to put out 20.
Ah!
Whatever you invest in a woman, she'll put back. And it's just in y'all nature. Y'all can't help it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just in the way that y'all are.
We're nurturing.
And so, you know, why would you not, as a black man, why wouldn't you
That's what I say.
take advantage of that?
That's what I say. But there's so much, and especially, I feel like there's just a lot of war on genders right now, you know, online.
But what I mean is that them niggas weak, though.
And that's
the ones that you see in
I
the
am
comments.
glad that he
Am I
is
telling
here
the
saying
truth?
this. I am
The
glad
niggas
that
in the
he is
comments who
here
saying
this.
that they stay with their mama, they ain't got no money, they weak, they ain't got no ambition and drive. If you got ambition and drive, you know what you need. You be like, man,
you need that.
I'm like, man, I want to, like for me, I want to throw some events this summer that are different. Guess what I'm gonna do? I've got a group of women that I know. I'm gonna take them to dinner. They don't even know. I'm finna take
Add
them
me
to
in
dinner.
your, cause you know my background is event management.
I'm gonna pay, and I'm gonna sit back, and I'm just gonna wait.
And let it
I'm gonna let them talk, and I'm gonna ask them like, what do you think the city's missing? What do you want?
Yeah.
Because I want to hear their thoughts. And guess what? I'm gonna implement what they say, because I know that they run everything and they know what's going on. I'm not finna ask a bunch of niggas nothing.
Yeah. You
know
said, I'm not gonna get what I need out of it.
I'm not gonna get out what I need out of that.
Because I feel like there's a lot of like egotism and like, you know, it's not much room. And I won't say that for everybody, right? There's always exceptions. There's always stuff that is subjective. But for the majority, I do feel like in situations like those where you have to put a man at a certain level to lead, they're not always open to having, you know, a little bit more with them or having assistance.
Real
or,
leaders.
Having someone to lead. Real leaders
will understand
and real leaders will take criticism. Real leaders will take leadership from other leaders. Like being a real leader, it's knowing that you don't know everything.
You don't know
and you
nothing.
are not afraid to ask questions.
You just, being a leader is really, you have a vision and you got balls enough to go out there and tell everybody your vision.
And help me if y'all can help me.
That's
I'm
what
open
being
to
a
it.
real leader is about.
Exactly. I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King was a real leader, right?
I agree.
But he knew, he was like, I can't do this. Like, I could go out here and say it. I can say it. I can be the front of it. And I can convey the message.
Yeah.
But it don't work without y'all.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You are absolutely right.
Shout out to Coretta Scott.
Come on.
And I heard everybody be like, Martin Luther King had hoes, but
that's another conversation.
We'll talk about that later.
And he definitely did. But
after you walked miles and miles.
He said, well, goddamn
to Alabama over the bridge.
I need a couple
in
of
church
them.
shoes. I think the man deserved the goddamn hoe every now and then. I just saying.
You ain't
I
shit.
put my life on the line for the betterment of the world. I can't have a one hoe.
So let's talk about
Jesus Christ.
Let's talk about that. Because there are some men out there that believe, like, if I am leading, I give you everything that you need and want. If there is a time or two where I just want to step out and do what I want to do, you should let me. That's bullshit.
Let them.
Hell, why?
Let's talk about it.
Why?
I'm not saying it's right.
Okay, here we go.
Start there. I'm not saying it's right. But all I'm saying is if you have ladies, am I in the camera? Is this camera on me? What R. Kelly say?
Is this camera
on me?
That's your camera over there.
Listen, man. Here's the thing.
Oh Lord.
You got you a strong man that's doing a lot of things out here. And you know what I'm saying? It's not enough men in the world to match with every woman where everybody can have their own. And you can look up how many men are in the world and how many women.
It's probably
it's about 3 million more women than it is men in the entire world. Okay. So then you add things like incarceration, different things like, you know, all types of things. And
sounds good, but sounds still bullshit.
And what's the most desired man in the world?
What do you mean?
Ask you. What's the most desired man in the world?
Like on what? Like what he has?
What?
Like,
No. Who's the most? What race of man is the most desired?
I would say black man.
Okay. So now, okay. And what's the most? And what man is most incarcerated? What
Black
race?
man.
Okay. So now you've got incarceration, all things types of going on, and the most desired is black men. Mm-hmm. So if you're dealing with a man who has made it through, beat the odds, okay, has made it to a certain level, you know what I'm saying, and you expect him to never, he ain't. Now he's a good man to you, takes care of everything.
Sounds good.
You know, and he's never ever one time. Martin Luther King couldn't get one.
No.
Why
do you need that?
I'm not saying that he needed it. What do you mean? Why did he need it?
He
just led the nation.
Okay, and that's
he just
got
marched.
Me.
He just marched.
You got me.
But what if you wasn't there?
Why would I not be there?
Because you got the kids. Coretta couldn't come to every march.
We gonna find a babysitter.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I guess what I'm saying is if the most desired thing in the world couldn't have one, I'm not saying it's right to cheat and mislead your family and leave. I'm not going to be an advocate for that. I think that's whack. But damn, a nigga can't have a day.
He can't. No.
One pass.
No. Why? Okay.
That's true.
How about this? Can I have a pass?
Well, see, here's the thing.
See, exactly.
Here's the thing.
If I can't have a pass, you can have a pass.
Here's the truth.
And if I am this strong woman,
here's the truth.
Right?
You are that strong woman.
I am the strong woman. I am leading our household.
I love this episode.
You feel me? I'm leading our household. I got
else.
you. And now I'm a businesswoman,
Let me
right?
tell you something. Women control access to sex.
Here we go.
Am I right?
This is true.
Okay. So if women control access to it, it's not the same as a man. A man doesn't control access to sex. We only can have sex if allowed. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So being that you have all the power and all the chips, it's not the same when both of us, if we were to step out, it's not the same thing. Because you literally have all the access. You could do it anytime you want. You could literally, a woman could fly to a city where she knows no one and be like, hey, man, you want to have sex? He going to be like, he going to think it's a setup. He going to be like, well, I guess. Yeah.
I get it.
You see what I'm saying? A man
logistically.
can't just run out and be like, to a random woman and be like, hey, you want to have sex? She's going to be like, no, what the hell is wrong with you?
It depends on where you at. You might run into a random woman and be like, hey, you want to have sex?
Guess what that was? That was luck. And that was
a
blessing. I'm just saying that wasn't the norm. A woman could have sex with a different guy every day of her life if she chose.
If she chose to.
A man can't without prior work. You understand? Woman could just, because she controls the access to it.
Yeah.
So it's a different thing that we're asking for. But I'm not here to promote you.
I know you're not. I know
or
we're
anything
just
like that. I'm just talking
shit.
shit.
Conversation.
I'm just talking shit. So nobody be mad.
Because are you in a relationship?
Oh
Lord.
Let's just table that.
Okay. So he is not promoting any of this. We're just having a conversation if we're being,
yeah, but
logistical.
I've definitely been in serious relationships, been married, different things like that.
You've been married?
Yes.
How long were you married?
2 years.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I definitely understand relationships on a lot of different levels.
Was it your choice to end the marriage?
I think it was mutual.
Okay.
Still going through some legal things, but the marriage is over.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? This is a lot. I've never said this on a podcast.
Don't feel pressured.
I won't feel pressured.
If there's anything that you come back and be like, hey, y'all, cut that shit out.
I won't. It was a mutual decision. But at the same time, you don't go into marriage thinking like, oh, I want to be single.
Yeah, of course.
You know
not.
what I'm saying? I don't think either of us walked into it trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I just think different things happened and it just.
Yeah.
Like a snowball effect, it spiraled.
Yeah. You learn a lot.
But you learn a lot. And the good thing about us both, though, is we're both still young, both still got life ahead of us. And we both want to raise our son the best way we can.
Good. And that's all you can ask for,
That's
right?
all you can ask for.
As long as it, not as long as it, even if it were a situation where it was more on one side than the other, as long as you guys are able to be co-parents and, move forward with doing what is most important out of this entire situation is raising your child. We good.
But ladies, don't let a little bit of cheating mess up your life.
Nigga.
This nigga been faithful 365 days. One day you gonna let that ruin
Yes.
your whole relationship. Don't play yourself. Cause you're getting ready to go. Because guess what you gonna do? You gonna go meet another nigga that cheat.
He gonna do the same
And
thing.
he gonna do the same
That's
shit.
a lot.
Then you gonna meet the next nigga that he do the same thing.
Don't ladies.
Don't fall for it.
Know your worth. Okay, that man cheat. Leave him. He don't love you.
Yes, I love. Oh, can we
He
just
don't
talk
love
about
you.
that for 1 second? I love the statement "Know your worth." I love it because it's valuable sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
Sometimes.
know your worth. Know it.
Yeah.
Because everybody's worth ain't what they think.
This is true.
Women don't. They be
Now,
knowing.
if your worth ain't where it's at, then
they be like, yeah, I know my worth. Well, if you knew your worth, you would talk to my friend who's a plumber.
and not this nigga.
But you want the nigga that play in the NBA. No, know your worth.
You are not wrong. You are absolutely not wrong.
That's my only beef. I know I love black women. My only beef with black women is the average black women look at the average black man as if they're lower than them, and that bothers me.
Okay.
It'd be a regular ass dude who works a 9 to 5. He takes care of his responsibilities. He may make about $50,000 a year, and regular women who have a regular job, make the same amount of money, will look at him and be like, "That's all you make."
They want, no, you are not.
What?
You are not wrong.
You're at the level of him.
Wrong. You are not wrong. And that's
so when you say know your worth, know it. Don't overvalue your worth.
That's a hard pill to swallow, I think, for a lot of women, though. And
I don't know why.
I think it has a lot to do with social media. It has a lot to do with the society that we live in. We see what other women who don't even have a pot to piss in and all the shit that they're granted. You know what I'm saying? Because of this.
Oh, he got to make this much.
Yeah,
you know how many?
5%
of men make that much and then get mad when he got other hoes.
Yeah. Well, now.
Well, he got. Well, what do you expect?
That's where you're gonna lose me every time.
What do you expect?
I can't get with it. No, I expect you to be faithful.
Okay.
He's about okay. But again, if I know my worth and I know I am top tier, my man is top tier, I know what I deserve.
Then y'all good. Then that's
different.
That's equal level.
But exactly.
Just don't look down on regular
that's the
guys
disclaimer.
who are out here putting in work. They're not asking you for nothing.
Yeah.
They take care of their business. You know.
You're not wrong.
And then they get looked at by regular black women as if they lower than them.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's fair.
That's not fair. You're absolutely right. And y'all know I'm always here. I'm going to advocate for my men. Always, 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 always.
Facts.
Vice versa. Know y'all worth, know our worth. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, everybody has to know what they come with and what they should be looking for. Mm-hmm. So I agree. But anywho, so we had all these conversations, right?
Yes,
about
we did.
communication. This is great. I absolutely love this. And so I wanted to kind of ask you, alongside having, good communication, being assertive, being this strong black woman, strong black man, there's this question of success, right? Whether or not you feel that you are successful, whether or not the fear of success fucks with your mentality or, things of that nature. Do you consider yourself successful?
Yes.
What is your definition of success?
Being able to pay all my bills and do what I love.
Okay. And it's so funny that literally as I'm looking at what I have down on mine, my biggest thing is being able to have a balance between my work and my pleasure. Yep. And that is success to me. Because quite often there's no balance, right? It's like you're either working so hard to pay all your bills and then you don't get to do anything that you want to do. I feel like success comes, and this is just for me right now, I feel like success changes when you get to different levels in your life too.
I agree.
But for me currently, it's being able to have a good balance. Like I'm making money, doing what I want to do, but I'm also, you know what I'm saying? Living, exactly.
That's what success is.
And that could be getting Starbucks every day.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be as major.
Success is definitely relative.
Absolutely.
I definitely believe I'm successful because I literally just talk for a living, whether it's on stage or on the radio. Yeah. And I pay all my bills off that. You know what I'm saying?
And you're enjoying what you're doing.
If I can do that, that's what success is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Throughout whatever else goes on, it might be somebody makes more or does more. That's perfectly fine. But if you can do what you love to do, and I don't have to go to a job that I hate every day, you know what I'm saying? Think about that. That's success. That's really what success. When you go somewhere you hate every day, you like, man, you know what? I'm about to quit. I'm sick of this. And and here's the thing about people working. Like, you know how people would be like, Oh, I was shout out to Kendra G. I was she has me like hosting her show sometimes, her singles live show.
I was watching
She
it.
be having me on there
the other day, and that shit, she's so straight and to the point.
She's the biggest hustler that I've ever met in my life. I always tell y'all that. Anybody who asks me, like, she's by far the biggest hustler that I know is Kendra G. She's not gonna play with you. Absolutely. Whatever she say she gonna do that shit. Whether however you feel about her, that's up to you. But she is gonna do what she said she gonna do. Okay? Ain't nothing gonna stop what she say she gonna do.
As you should.
So I was on her show and this girl was like, I mean, damn, what was I talking about? It was something about, okay, I lost it.
Authenticity, being yourself.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Okay, and I interviewed this lady. I'm gonna be real fast, but I was interviewing this lady, and she was like, "Yeah, I work from 4 a.m. to 2 at this job. Then I get off, and then I work from 4:30 to 10 at this job. Then I'm looking for a third job." I was like, "You're not living
at all.
You have gave yourself no time to actually live. To make what are you working all these jobs for?" I didn't quite understand. Like, you're not. Yeah. You're not living.
When do you get to enjoy? Like,
when do you sleep, and when do you get to just have time for yourself? Yeah. Because if you just need all that money, then you just really just doing that to pay bills.
And there's no fun in that. You have to have at some point in time, you have to be able to enjoy what you are doing. And like I said, whether that is going out to lunch or happy hour once out the week, you know what I'm saying? Finding little gems of happiness that, you know what I'm saying, keep you going. It doesn't have to be, you ain't got to be in Dubai every other goddamn month. It doesn't have to be anything that crazy, but just being able to do something that you enjoy. Your daily life, happiness and things of that nature. So that's too much. So we're gonna leave with this. I want to ask you this question. I think it's a very strong question to ask.
Shots.
A lot of shots, you guys. What makes you feel powerful?
That's a very interesting question. What makes me feel powerful?
What makes you feel powerful? And this is, again, your definition, your time, however you are.
I think being a black man makes me feel powerful.
Okay, speak on it.
You know what I'm saying? Being the most feared yet most respected species in the world. I mean, there's so much power in being a black man. The most desired. Like I told you, I think that everybody desires a black man.
He said, "Y'all want me."
Yep. I don't know. I just love it. I love everything about it.
That's what's up. I love that, and I love being a black woman, a strong black woman. I think what makes me feel powerful is just to honestly 100% be myself.
Yeah.
And I think now within the world that we live in, everybody wants to be somebody else. Everybody wants to everybody wants to be Beyonce, Jay-Z, Oprah, but you're not. And that's okay. And you never will be, and that is okay. But what you can do is be you.
Be you.
And be 100% authentic to yourself. That right there feels powerful.
Absolutely.
And I was just talking to my friend before this, and I'm like, even the more visibility that my podcast is getting in these reels, and I'm looking at comments, and first off, I'm from Chicago. It is nothing that y'all can say to me about me that's going to make me feel anyway. Y'all can talk all the shit y'all want to talk. I am me, and I am 100%. Even if I look at things and I'm like, I don't like the way I look there, or but it's me. Right. It's me, and that's what y'all going to get from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and from 5 to 9. Right. So that is like my superpower, being able to be authentically me.
Yep.
And nobody can take that from you.
They can't.
That's it. That's all, y'all. Be you all day, every day.
Yep.
So this is great. And so I do want to ask you, being the industry that we are in, it requires you to kind of be on a lot.
All the time.
A lot. Burnout is real.
Yes.
So what are some tips that you have for burnout?
I don't
even
know.
if you have some, or you don't know. That's
I'm still
okay
trying
if
to
you
figure
don't.
out. Do y'all have some tips?
Okay. He said, I ain't got none. Do you have any like wellness rituals or like things that, whether it's a day you dedicate to yourself, 10 minutes in the morning that you dedicate to yourself?
I'm really working on that. I
Good.
think that's my biggest flaw. Being that I do what I love, I just feel like it's almost disrespectful to take off.
Turn it off.
Yeah.
But you need time to yourself.
I do. I'm working on that. I'm not good at that yet. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of the things I struggle with is like being able to just have time for myself and not be thinking. Because even when I'm chilling, I'm thinking about the other stuff.
Too.
So I don't know how to cut it off.
Okay.
And I really want to learn how to cut it off. You know what I'm saying? So, I really need some tips.
Yeah.
I wish I had something for y'all, but I haven't practiced it, so I can't even lie to you.
To be there.
Yeah, I'm a worker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Capricorn. I'm a worker. We don't.
You are a Capricorn.
We don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we go hard, and then
when's your birthday? January.
December 30th.
Oh, December. Oh, okay.
I share a birthday with Tyrese, Tiger Woods, and LeBron James.
I'm so happy for you.
So as you see them, it's all, Tyrese a little emotional.
I get along with Capricorn.
Tiger got caught up, but he's all right. And he's still a billionaire golfer. And
you
then
feel
LeBron
me?
is LeBron. You know what I'm saying? So there's so many,
Amazing
Denzel Washington is like the 29th. Like, I guarantee we think the same. It's like, it's just no off for us. It's no off.
I agree. There should be an off, but it is very hard. But
it's
also,
hard.
like you said, when you're in a field where you enjoy what you do,
it don't be feeling like I'm at work
you don't
anyway.
Exactly.
And then I be off and don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I be off. I was off 2 weeks, didn't know what to do. I'm just sitting there.
What am I supposed to do
with this time?
But even if you're, within that field, or you're feeling some burnout, or just taking a nap, having some
nap.
Rest time. So that's a wellness ritual, like being able to take naps.
But I don't take them on my own. Don't. That's my problem.
You just fall asleep?
I just fall out.
Yeah. So maybe we can work on that for you.
I'm going to work on that.
Work on scheduling in some nap times.
Yes. Maybe when you have other
quiet
guests.
Times, stuff like that. Just kind of sitting to the side, turning your phone on Do Not Disturb.
Yes.
And just chill out for a second.
You're right.
For me, with being at home with the kids and stuff like that, like, I try as much as I can to, one, get up before everybody gets up. And just kind of, drink some goddamn water with some lemon, wash my face, do a little, sit on the couch with the heater and the covers and just relax to myself before I have to jump into a million different roles for the day.
Yeah.
Finding little spots. And I was talking to, this will be in the weekend, I was talking to one of my clients, and I'm like, the one thing I've been doing is making sure I have a hard stop every day, Monday through Friday, before I have to cut off work mode, jump into picking the kids up from school and coming home and doing mom.
Yeah.
So, like, finding those little pieces without completely jeopardizing your day, right? There are days where I get busy and I'm going from computer to pick up to back to computer.
Yeah.
But trying to be a little bit more cautious and finding little areas. It could be 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Just try to find some spaces for yourself. That's going to be your homework. You're going to leave here.
But I have a better schedule now. We're doing the morning show. I get up so early and be done early, and I had to rest.
Don't you love it?
Oh, I love it.
I'm becoming more of a morning person.
It's nothing like it. I mean, the hardest part is just making it to the shower. I wake up at 4. And if I can make it to the shower, I know I'm going to be good.
Yeah. And wake yourself up.
Yeah, but that's a long walk. You be like, alarm be going off. Okay.
Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
I
had a good time. Let me finish my mimosa.
We can finish this drink. Pop that. Okay. All right, y'all. But also, thank you guys for joining in, listening in for another episode of the 312 podcast. If you are late to the party, like I said, after this episode, make sure that you are checking back in at the past episodes. Catch up, like, comment. Make sure you subscribe, because we need those.
Yes.
And if you've been here since day one, I love you. Thank you for always watching, listening, and let me know. And if you guys, Zach Boog needs some tips on how to, work on his burnout and finding time to himself. So if you guys have any tips that you can drop in the comments,
let me know.
Let us know. We are all a work in progress. We are not perfect. We are all, out here chasing goals and dreams. So let's help each other.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
I'm with it.
All right, y'all. Until next time. See ya.